Space is so cool. I found this awesome picture of like those 360 pictures on Facebook, and I just like, I had to show you guys because this is actually incredible. So this, here, can I make this like full screen? Okay, whatever. But this is Mars. I know, computer, isn't it incredible? Like, look at that. You can see so many stars. It's amazing. Like, look how, hello, little buddy. And that's what took the picture on. Oh, there's an Instagram handle. That's cute. Check me out on Instagram. It's like an influencer. Mars Lover 86. Look at how detailed this is. It's just so insane. I was talking to my husband about this yesterday, and like, you know, obviously things are becoming way more advanced like every single day, and like cameras are getting cheaper and just easier to make. And apparently they are good enough to send out into freaking space, into a place with no atmosphere. That's the most incredible part about this. Just look at all that. Look at all of it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Oh, that is even prettier. Can I zoom in? Nope, I can't. That's fine. Imagine being able to be at a place where there's no pollution whatsoever. Like, it has no atmosphere. You die, but it's amazing. Look at those mountains. It's so cool. I don't know if I'll ever live to see the day where, you know, you can go and see this in person. Like, honestly, the progression that we are taking these days, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen that human beings can go to Mars and maybe colonize and, what's the word? Where you, what's that word? There's that word I'm thinking of where you look for living, terraform! Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever live to see that day where human beings can go and terraform and live there in a civilization, especially the way the Earth is going. We're gonna need to go somewhere. But all joking aside, it would be incredible if I could, but like, I don't really expect to. But at the same time, that's fine, because at some point in the future, humans are gonna be able to go. Maybe explore Mars, maybe go further. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but Mars is like the closest that we can even get to. And so it takes some really, really advanced stuff to be able to go further at all. Just imagine like standing right here. Imagine standing right here, just looking up at this endless sky of just so many stars. That's the amazing thing about space too. It goes on forever. Forever. It never stops because it's always expanding, and there's always more things to find. I remember when I first found out that the Hubble telescope took that one picture of that one box, like that black square, where it looked like there was nothing in it, but when they looked further, just billions and billions of galaxies, entire galaxies in that little spot, seemingly little spot. It's incredible. I actually took astronomy in college, and I learned so many insane things, especially like just how vastly huge space is. The way time works, time is freaking weird in space. Like when you look up at a star and it's like twinkling, you know, we see twinkling stars. That's us, like, in a way actually looking into the past, because it's however so many light years away. So that's like, it's like probably millions or billions years old, but we're looking at it. That's so insane. That's crazy to think about. There's so much about space that like I I'm kind of glad it's not my profession because space is kind of mind-boggling. So kudos to the people who do it, but like, it's so amazing. Again, I keep saying this, but like, imagine just being able to look up at this, to look up into this completely unobstructed sky. I can't get enough of it. I could look at this all day long. It's things like that, you know, like you see this star here or these two right here. Like say if you were on Mars and you were looking at these, they look really big and and I think they're technically closer since they're bigger, maybe. But like all these twinkling stars, like they're millions and millions of years away, but we're looking at it at the same time. Trying to think of like anything else I can think about space that just like completely boggles my mind. Because, you know, I've seen plenty of sci-fi shows and stuff like that about the fantastical possibilities of space and space travel and stuff. And I think, you know, obviously shows like that do their best to make it as accurate as they can, but you know, honestly, when I'm really, really, really old and I'm like about to die, part of me is like, just make me one of the test group. Make me one of the test people to go out to space. I might die anyway. Might as well go out really cool. Just look at that obvious line. I think that's the Milky Way. Just shoots from end to end. Oh, it'd be so cool to go to Mars. It'd be so cool to go anywhere. It was cool learning about, like, there are certain planets like Saturn, all the rings. That's just, like, tons and tons of, like, individual little asteroids and rocks and stuff. But it looks so cohesive from far away. It's really crazy. I remember in my astronomy class, I got to see Saturn through a telescope. It was really cool. But, like, Jupiter, it's just gas. It's all gas. Even if we manage to get to Jupiter, the further you go into it, I think they even sent an instrument there, check out what it's like. And I think hypothetically, or this might have been a hypothetical thing, but I think if they sent something, or if they did send something, the further down it goes, the more pressure builds, because it's just the way it works. It's a gas giant. Anything that goes there will just either implode or explode. It's terrifying. Or like Venus. Venus is actually like Earth's twin in a lot of ways, in like mass and density, I think, in a lot of other sciencey words I can't think of. But it's like practically twins to Earth, except for the fact it's blazing hot. Nothing lasts there. Like, you'd completely burn up. I don't think it'd even be possible to go there. I got close enough to figure out it was freaking hot. Yeah, and like, I think Mercury is the really cold one. And, these are just the ones in our solar system. There's so many out there. Honestly, I'm of the opinion that if there is truly so, like, many galaxies out there, there has to be other life, like intelligent life. There's so many of it for it not to be, And right now we're just incapable of figuring that out, but like, come on, again, in that Hubble telescope of that single spot, millions and billions of galaxies, just in that little spot. That's my opinion, though. I feel like there's gotta be. It's crazy. Like, we're still learning more about our own galaxy, and it's extremely overwhelming to even begin to think about the other ones and how it's still expanding. Black holes are another crazy thing, too. Like, dude, those are nuts. I remember reading an article one time of, like, the way time and perspective of reality is really crazy when it comes to black holes. They did an example of, like, there's person A and there's person B. Person B is in the black hole, and I think they described it like, if you were even able to survive, because you totally would not, it would almost feel like I'm trying to think of what it was. It was like you're either falling and not falling, or like something was happening to you and not happening to you at the same time. It's really weird. But person A was like just outside of the black hole, sees the person B like spaghettifying. It's really horrifying to think about, but it's like stretching them, because the further and further you get to the event horizon, the more it stretches you out. That's just how it works. I think that's what it is, though. from person A's perspective, they see all that spaghettification as well as, you know, just all the other crazy things that's happening to poor person B. But to person B, it both, like, does feel like they're getting spaghettified and not at the same time. I think that's what that was. Which is nuts! I would never want to be in that position, but it was, you know, it was purely hypothetical, of course, because no one, if anyone's even gotten close to a black hole, obviously they did not make it. You know, there's all those theories out there of the way time works, like it's a portal to something else, or, you know, just other things like that. It was very mind-boggling, though, reading about, like, the perceptions of reality and how insane it is, because, again, if one person was just outside of it and one person was either inside it or, like, around the area where they're starting to get sucked in, it's, like, two completely different perspectives of it. Obviously, we can't know for sure, but it was definitely a very interesting thing to read about. It broke my brain a little. Space is cool. I love space. Let me know if you love space. This video didn't really have much of a point. It was really just more about, I love space. I think it's awesome. So, yeah, that's it for now. Let me know of your thoughts of other, like, crazy theories you've heard, other things like that. And, remember to leave a like if you like the video, leave some comments of what your thoughts are. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, because I like having you around. And hit that notification bell so you know when I've made a new video and you can be the first to see it. And I love you guys. I'll see ya. Bye!